Hey guys, welcome back to Sear Peak Mindset. I'm your host, Sean Sear, and today we're going to be covering gaps, uh, psychology of gaps, actually. Um, what it all boils down to, usually, when we're trying to achieve something, isn't that we need more motivation and inspiration. What we need are fewer leaks. So, in a business I'm involved in, and in other businesses that I've been a part of and to look at, they'll talk about a sales funnel or a pipeline of some sort that a customer or client moves through. You can use the same thing when you're talking about your goals, that they move through the same thing. And there's a series of stages in that pipeline, in that funnel. And when you get to the end, which is the result you're looking for, you could be there or you could be off. And when things aren't lining up, you're not hitting those goals, what helps is to go back into that funnel and look at each of those stages and see where things are leaking through. And if you can just patch that hole, you can fix the problem and get the desired result you're looking for. So, our lives are held together by habits, they're held together by beliefs, and ultimately, if we'll put them in place, systems. And one of them has a gap, energy can leak out. And today, what I want to do is look at three gaps that matter the most. The first one is the identity gap. This is who we say we are and how we act are the two sides of that spectrum. So this is really, do you say or do what you say you're going to do? Do you actually take action? Do you follow through on the promises that you make, whether they're to yourself or to other people? Some people have an easier time following promises that they give to others rather than giving them to themselves. And if we're not going to keep the promises we make to ourselves, we usually start to erode our self trust and our self confidence. And then that can affect our outer confidence in doing things for other people. So, what we want to do here is make sure the things we say we're going to do, we're actually going to do. And that works in two ways. If we don't want to be doing something, then we probably shouldn't promise that we're going to do it. So, find the things that you enjoy doing, go down that path first. The other thing we can do is, if there are things that we should be doing and could actually do, we're not inhibited in any way, we could get a coach or accountability partner to help push us in that direction to make sure that we do those things. That's where that fear comes in. We're worried about what might happen. Will we succeed? What will people think? But if you have that accountability partner, that coach, that mentor, that someone, they can give you that little nudge, and that'll push you forward and you can overcome that. The next gap is the action gap. So this is more about what you know and what you do. And what comes to mind here is when we get caught in that research, that planning stage, that I need to make everything perfect before I take the first step. In reality, what you need is about 70 to 80% of the plan ready to go, and then start going. You can tweak things as you go. You can make adaptations as you go. You can take in that feedback as you're moving forward, collect it as data, don't take it personal. And then you can make your adjustments and you can get the things that you're looking for. It's one thing to sit with a pile of books, a pile of podcasts, YouTube videos, go to seminars and do all of these things. And that is wonderful to keep attaining the knowledge and growing that way. But if you don't take any step, you don't bring any experience or wisdom with it. And you're probably leaving your best self on the table. My encouragement for you would be to not only accumulate knowledge, but find one or two specific things and then start acting on them, and act on those things for a good week or two until they become a part of you. And you can see if they really fit, if they're going to help you, if they're going to do things with you moving forward in your goals. And if they are, keep them. If they aren't, assess them, tweak them, or get rid of them, right? The third gap I want to talk about is the clarity gap, and this is the what do you want and what are you aiming at. So when I talked about clarity a few weeks back, I said it was important that you know where you are and where you want to get to. And when you have those 2 points, you can set a path and get going in the direction that you want to get going in. And funny enough, about a week ago, I had a really good conversation with my uncle, who basically laid it out on the line with me and said, "Hey, you got to figure out what you want. If you want X, then you have to go for X. If you don't want Y, don't do Y. Don't feel obligated to do things for other people if it's only setting them up for success or good results, if there's nothing there for you, if it doesn't bring any happiness, joy, or fulfillment, even, in just doing service for people because it's contrary to the things that you believe in, don't go and do those things. So you've really got to sit down and be honest with yourself. And then here's the courage part: you've got to be honest with other people. If you don't like, um, let's take the workout world. If you don't like endurance training, why are you signing up for mini marathons and marathons with a bunch of friends that do like it? If you don't like that and you prefer, heck, yoga or some form of martial art or jujitsu within there, and you want to do those things, then go do that. If you don't like speaking in public, don't start signing up and doing things to go and do that. Like, just get really clear on the things that you want to do. And a really fast way to figure that out is to make a list of things you don't want to do, the things that you don't like. Now, be careful on the don't like list that it doesn't include things that are beneficial for you, right? If we go back to being a kid, I don't like Brussels sprouts, I don't like broccoli, I don't like cauliflower, right? We want to enjoy all the sweets and the treats. There are some things that are good for you to do in moving forward. So just be careful and scrutinize your don't list right away. And then start trying the things that you think you'd like to do. And then in doing that, you'll find something, that brings you some joy and happiness. Then go after it. Life is way too short not to pursue something that makes you happy. Um, a good example would be someone that might believe that they're really ambitious, right? And they've got all of these great big dreams and goals, but they'll avoid making tough decisions and they'll avoid taking action. So there's an identity gap with that individual, and it's leaking energy all day long. And because of that, they're not going to make any progress. If you were in a boat and it was leaking and filling up, rowing forward faster or backward faster isn't going to fix it. You've got to stop the leak, you got to bail out the water, then you got to take action. So, this week, what I'd like you to do is pick one gap, just one. Don't pick a bunch, just pick one and fix the leak. And believe me, you might think it's a simple fix and you're just going to be like, that's it, I'm just going to do this. If it's a habit with you, it's got to be corrected. That could take up to a month depending on the type of habit it is. So pick one, fix that leak, right? Go through your goals, go through, if you're in business, go through your sales funnel, find the leak wherever it is and fix it. This is more for an individual, so forget the sales funnel, but just find what it is, patch it, move forward. If you want help in identifying your gaps and building the systems to close them, then book a free consult with me. It's always free the first time. We can figure out what it is. We'll uncover the exact problem you're having and where you're losing all that energy. We'll fix it. And then you can move forward. And if you can do that for free, I'll be happy. You'll be happy because you're saving money. If you need more, so be it. Till next time, keep moving forward with courage.